Greetings and welcome to Dane Simir on Simir Flyer. We are today at Nanaimo Airport. This is the first flight I've done, first recording I've done, I should say, since MSFS2024 was released. Due to the number of bugs that I had, I really wasn't able to do any continual flying that I felt comfortable with because of crashes and all sorts of things that were going on. But things seem to be not too bad now. Anyway, today we're going to do just a short flight from Nanaimo, and I'll show you on the map, down to Victoria Airport. We were going to do Vancouver to, I'll bring the VATSIM map over because we're going to be using air traffic control with VATSIM today. We were going to do Vancouver to Nanaimo and then down to Victoria, but the VFR conditions in Vancouver weren't suitable. So I've just changed the flight from Nanaimo to Victoria, and we're going to make a flyover at the Duncan Airport. So there was a tower controller on at Vancouver, but he's now gone offline, but there is a Vancouver center controller. So that's who we'll be speaking to today. Alright, so now I'll show you on the map what it's going to look like. Just enlarge this map. Okay, let's get back over to here. Alright, so Nanaimo to Victoria. So we're going to take off from Nanaimo, runway 16, because the winds out of Nanaimo are 140 at 6 knots. We're going to fly for 25 nautical miles to the Victoria VOR right here. Then we're going to head sort of west over to Duncan Airport right here. And this happens to be an airport that I created for Microsoft 2020, but it needs a little bit of fixing up for 2024. Anyway, so we'll just fly over there. We're not going to land, we'll just fly over, and then we're going to head on a 225 heading over to this Brawny fix, which is the fix for the ILS into runway 9 at Victoria. The winds are 080 at 5 knots. So I'll just bring up that ILS approach. So we're going to pick up this Brawny fix, and then we're going to take up a heading of 089 right into runway 9. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get the aircraft ready, and let's call Vancouver Center for our instructions. So let me move this out of the way. All right, let's get the aircraft ready. Okay, so we check our flight information, our controls. Parking brake headphones are on. Parking brake is now set. Fuel, we should just check our fuel gauges. So So we've got our right tank. We're using our right tank, and let's see. Let's turn our battery on, master battery. Let's see what it shows for our fuel supply. So we've got over half a tank in the right and the left, so that's fine. Perfectly fine. So we know our altimeter here at, let's get our altimeter setting from the ATIS report. So the ATIS report is telling me 2954. So we'll just set our, what is the elevation at this airport? Because this is one of the bugs in FlightSim 2024. When you set the right altimeter setting, the reading is not correct. So what I've been doing is literally going by the elevation of the airport, and this elevation here is 75 feet. Okay, so we'll set our altitude rather than set it by barometric pressure. We'll set it to 75 feet. That way we know we are correct. So that's 20 feet, 40 feet, 60 feet. That's about 75 feet right there. See, that's actually showing 29 decimal, almost 299 or 2989 instead of, what did I say? 2954. It's a big difference. So that's a bug that Microsoft has. So that's something to watch for. All right, let's get going here. Let's start the aircraft. Okay. Okay, mixture full rich, props full forward, throttle full forward. Fuel tank is open on the right. Let's start the fuel pump. Fuel pump is on. We'll give it about 4 or 5 primers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is plenty. Hope I didn't overdo it and flood it. Okay, so throttle back to just half an inch or so. Beacon light on. Nav lights are on. Magnetos are on. All clear. Let's get this started. All right. About 10 turns, 10 or 12 usually starts. There we go. Okay, that's started. All right, let's turn the avionics on. Let's load up vPilot for VATSIM. vPilot is loaded, or is loading. It's doing an update of all the VATSIM objects. Hopefully that's okay. That's the other thing I had a problem with, was with vPilot earlier on, but now it seems to be fixed. It's got my microphone and my headphones, so that's okay. My push to talk, button 1, hopefully that works. Alright, we're doing a VFR flight. Let's file a flight plan. Just go through the process here of getting the flight plan ready. Okay, so November 624 Delta Whiskey, it's going to be VFR. It's a PA-24. Wake turbulence is light. Equipment is, we're just going to do slant alpha. Departing out of CYCD. Right now, time is 21:47 UTC. I'd say we'd be departing out at 2200. Altitude, we're going to do 3,500. It's eastbound. Airspeed will be about 140 knots. We're going to arrive at CYYJ. And we don't need an alternate. En route time, I'd say probably 30 minutes. Fuel on board, we have 5 hours fuel on board, or 6 hours actually. Hour 0600. Okay, the route details is YYJ, and then we're going to fly over. No, we're not landing at Duncan, so we won't put that in. We'll just do YYJ. And that should be all that we have to do. That should be all. Let's file the flight plan. Hopefully it went through. Yeah, the flight plan got filed. So that's good. We can go back here. Move this out of the way. And let's get our radios set. Let's connect. Gonna connect PA-24. We're gonna connect. There's a center frequency. 1337. There's a 2 ATIS codes, which I have. CYCD, CYVR, I have those. Let's just check CYCD. Information Bravo. Yep, and CYYJ is also information. Oh, it's information hotel on that one. And this is information Bravo. Alright, so Victoria is information hotel. Okay. Let's get these frequencies input into the radios. Move this out of the way. Let's put in our flight plan over here. CYCD. Remove that. CYYJ is our destination. And we're going to insert, before that, we're going to insert YYJ, which is the VOR. And after the VOR, we're going to insert Cam 3, which is the flyover of the airport, Duncan Airport. And then we're going to do a procedure into Victoria. We're going to use the runway 9, the ILS to runway 9. And that's going to be it. Load the approach. And that should be good. All right, let's put our frequencies in. The center controller is 1337. So we want our comm radio, 1337. And we'll swap that over.
There. Are you making a U-turn, or do you want to continue that way?
We can hear center online. And let's now put in our VOR frequency, which is 1137.
Okay, roger that.
Over here. And let's swap that over. And let's also put in the ILS, which is 1087. And let's just swap it just to make sure it works. It does. The first frequency we want will be the VOR, so that's there. Okay. I think that's everything. Let's give Vancouver Center a call. Vancouver Center, November 624 Delta Whiskey.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, Vancouver Center, go ahead.
First, could I ask for a radio check? I've been having some radio issues.
Yeah, I read you 5, and pretty clear.
Okay, thank you. All right, so November 624 Delta Whiskey, we are sitting at Nanaimo, Charlie Yankee, Charlie Delta. I would like a VFR flight to Victoria, CYYJ.
Okay, roger. It'll be runway 16 active in Nanaimo and squawk 3731. Nanaimo altimeter 2954.
Okay, it'll be runway 16, squawk 3331. And do I need taxi out to that, or am I on my own?
So it's 3731, and Nanaimo is a Class Echo airspace, so it's a flight service station. Unfortunately, I don't control that, so you can switch over to 122.1 for your taxi and departure, and you can give me a call in the air at about 2000 if you like.
Okay, that's 122.1 was the radio frequency.
Yep, that's the MF for Nanaimo, the mandatory frequency.
Sure, I've got that, and then I'll call you once airborne.
Through 2,000 feet.
Thank you very much. Okay, I will proceed. Thanks for your service.
No problem. United 1910, welcome to Vancouver.
All right, let's put that other frequency in, 122.1.
79, Mike Tango, my discretion, United 1910.
Swap that over. So we're taking off on runway 16. I like to set the heading bug to the runway heading. And when we do take off, we'll be tuning in that VOR. It should be on a heading of about 126. So we'll just tune that in now and see if that works out. It may not. Okay, let's get going. Taxi lights coming on, and let's make a call. Make sure there's no other aircraft in the area. Nanaimo traffic, November 624 Delta Whiskey, taxiing to runway 16 for a straight out departure, Nanaimo. Okay, we got one notch of flaps. So the instructions are we have to switch back to Vancouver Center once we're passing through 2,000 feet. Oh, I should put my squawk code in. I didn't put that in. Let's do that right away. Squawk code was 3731. Put that in, and let's activate the squawk code. Altitude reporting. Okay, so now that's in. Sometimes it's easy to forget that. Yeah, there's no traffic here at Nanaimo today. Okay. Okay, I'll call Nanaimo traffic. Nanaimo traffic. November 624 Delta Whiskey is lining up on runway 16 for a straight out departure, Nanaimo. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Knots, we can rotate. We are airborne. Positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. Gears up. Laps are up. Nanaimo traffic, November 624 Delta Whiskey has departed runway 16 for southbound departure, Nanaimo. Alright, I'm going to switch over to center now, and when we go past 2,000 feet, we will call center. So let's switch back over because we're getting close to
Air Canada 25, proceed direct to Comanche on course, Uniform Quebec, Quebec.
Uniform, Quebec, Quebec, Air Canada 25.
okay, everything's looking good. Passing 2000. Vancouver Center, November 624 Delta Whiskey, passing 2000.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, squawk ident.
Squawk ident.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, you're identified. 3,500 approved, remain this frequency for flight following.
3,500 approved, remain this frequency, 624 Delta Whiskey.
Vancouver, hello. Finnair 45 Papa, radio check.
Finnair 45 Papa, radio 5.
Finnair 45 Papa, request clearance to Helsinki, asphalt.
Finnair 45 Papa, roger. Negative on flight plan, are you able to file?
Yes, I will file now, sorry.
Oscar Yankee Delta Kilo Bravo, you're identified, welcome.
Thank you. Okay, Delta Kilo Bravo.
Delta 6653, you leave my airspace, anchorage is offline, surveillance will terminate, switch to en route, have a good day.
Alright, over to 122.8.
Okay, we're leveling off at 3,500 as with what we've been approved for.
Finnair 45 Papa, request clearance to Helsinki.
Finnair 45 Papa Heavy, you're cleared to Helsinki via the Vancouver 2 departure, flight plan route. Departure runway 26 left, squawk 0216.
See you again for Finnair 45 Papa.
You're cleared to Helsinki via the Vancouver 2
Reduce
departure,
power
flight plan route, departing
to
26 left,
2200.
squawk 0216.
And
Clear to
22
Helsinki
inches.
with Vancouver 2 departures out of runway 26 left by route. Squawk 0216, Finnair 45 Papa.
Finnair 45 Papa, read back correct, push and start at your discretion, call for taxi.
Well, so far, VATSIM is working.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, you're cleared into the Victoria class Charlie airspace, and you are cleared direct to the threshold runway 09.
Okay, that's cleared through the airspace and to the threshold runway 09. 624 Delta Whiskey.
Roger, in the Victoria altimeter 2956, information Bravo current, descent at your discretion.
Okay, descend at my discretion, 624 Delta Whiskey.
Vancouver Center, Delta Bravo Tango. I never got that traffic. I think he's way in front of me. Just crossing yellow plate now. I'm direct beacon point.
Yeah, Roger. They're about 6 miles now off your 3 o'clock, same direction, and they are indicating 50 knots faster than you, so it should be no factor.
It's a nice day to fly here. Much better than
In
it.
Vancouver Center, good afternoon. Magnum 505.
Much better than it showed
Concord,
in
we're with
in
you. Flight
Vancouver.
level 510, about 5 south east of Tatoosh Bay.
Magnum 505, Heavy Vancouver Center, good day. Squawk ID.
Comes the flash, Magnum 505.
Okay, fuel's good, pressure is good. Oil pressure, fuel
Magnum
pressure.
505, you're identifiable.
I didn't have my strobe lights on, I just turned them on now. Oil temperature is good. Everything's looking good there. We can turn the fuel pump off now. And shouldn't be an issue with
Canada 173, your speed
heat
restrictions.
because let's see what the temperature is out. We are at
250 knots or less.
10, we're about 9 degrees
50 or less,
Celsius. And it's a clear day, so I don't think we need pitot heat. Okay, we've got 4.5 minutes to the Victoria VOR. It's about 10.5 miles. I'll show you on the map where we are and what's happening. So we left Nanaimo. We're heading of 126. We're going to the Victoria VOR. Then we're going to swing to a heading of 265 for 9 nautical miles. We're going to fly over the Duncan Airport. And then we're going to take up a heading of 225 and intercept the Brawny intersection for the ILS into runway 09. So there's the Brawny intersection. And we'll take that into runway 09. We're holding 3,500 as we've been assigned to. Beautiful, clear day. We have no passengers on board today. The next flight I do in using Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is going to, I'm thinking of flying out of Chilliwack, flying up to see Mount Baker, and then proceeding to Concrete Municipal Airport in Washington State. These are some telecommunication, and the actual VOR is right at the tip of this mountain peak here. So I'm going to get ready to turn to a heading of 265 right now. Let's turn it to heading mode.
Air Canada 173, Kelowna winds.
There is the communication towers, and the VOR is right here. And it is showing 1.5 minutes to go, 3.5 nautical miles. There's those communication towers.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, you're cleared. Left base, runway 09.
Roger for the left base. What I'd like to do, if it's okay, I'd like to head west over Duncan Airport and then pick up the ILS into runway 09, if that's okay.
Whatever 624 Delta Whiskey, Roger. Would it just be a simulated ILS you're gonna do, or is it a
Just a simulated.
ILS?
Do I have clearance to do that?
I can give you, like, as a VFR, I can give you a simulated, so, I mean, you can fly the ILS on your own, but it'll just be simulated.
Yeah, I'm okay doing it on my own, as long as you know where I'm going.
624 Delta Whiskey, that's approved as requested.
God, I love flying in Canada. Everybody's so polite.
We try to be.
I'm sure we can do Rooter.
Well, I mean, with your little brother downstairs, south of the border, it shouldn't be hard to have a good example on how to be rooter.
Alright, we've turned
Flare 963 descend
westbound to fly
8,000
over
feet,
Duncan Airport.
Let's do the runway 16 approach, and your speed restrictions are cancelled.
Okay, copy on the speed
I'm gonna-
restrictions. Descend 8,300
I'm gonna
and cleared ILS.
plug in the,
963.
The ILS frequency now. Swap that over to 1087, and we're going to be coming in on runway 9, which is a heading of 089. So we'll switch that to 089.
Vancouver Center, Air Canada 201 Heavy. With you, flight level 340, 250 nautical miles from Booth.
Air Canada 201 Heavy, Roger. I see you climbing at 344. Just confirm you're leveling off at 340 and you have standard altimeter set.
Yeah, sorry. I had it set for 35 by accident. We'll pop it back down. My apologies. Air Canada 201 Heavy.
Air Canada 201 Heavy, Roger. And you can climb runway 26 right in Vancouver.
Roger, 26 right, Air Canada 201 Heavy.
So right now we are over Comanche Bay.
And Vancouver Center, Canada 201. Is it possible to get the Cancun 5 for the ILS 26 right? Just
And the airport should be just up here.
Yes, the Canuck 5 arrival for the ILS 26 right.
Yes, sorry, apologies. I think I said Canuck back. Cancun by accident or something. Yeah, the Canuck 5 for the ILS 26 right.
Roger.
Not seeing it just yet.
United 57 descend flight level 360.
Descending 260. No, just
Highway 1 should be... Yeah, that's Highway 1. And there's the
Zero
airport
Atlantic,
right there.
113 Vancouver Center. Good day.
Duncan Airport.
260.
Alright, let's turn to a new heading. 225.
Oh, you're going to the cargo area? Okay, Roger, you can plan runway 26 left. And, November 624 Delta Whiskey Information Charlie, now current in Victoria, the altimeter 2959er.
Information Charlie, I do have that, thank you.
Roger, and simulated ILS approved, and you are cleared to join final runway 09.
Approved and turn final for 09 or Delta Whiskey.
Delta Bravo Tango Victoria altimeter 2959er.
29er, and Center Delta Bravo Tango has another request.
Go ahead.
Not happy with the way the clouds are looking crossing the Straits of Juan de Fuca. They look pretty low, so I'd like to divert to Victoria. My new ETA will be about 8 minutes.
Delta Bravo Tango, roger. You can fly direct to Victoria VOR for now and maintain 2,500. You're cleared into the Victoria class Charlie and runway
Okay, we're
09.
coming up to the
Okay, direct the
ILS.
Victoria
We have to
VOR,
watch the
or
CDI.
if possible, I'd prefer the
We'll be
Beaver
coming down.
Point approach VOR.
Okay, you can fly the
It's
Beaver
starting
Point
to come
approach,
in,
but
so
you
let's turn to
expect a hold
089.
possibly over Deep Cove.
Okay, no problem. I'll do the Beaver Point and hold over Deep Cove. Thank you, Delta Bravo Tango.
Canada 173, vehicle 160.
Air Canada 173, welcome to Cloud Taxi Charlie, your discretion.
Charlie, Air Canada 160, thanks.
Finnair 45 Papa request.
Go ahead.
Finnair 45 Papa request another squawk code, because when I type it in my squawk thing, it says only 216 because of the zero in front.
Okay, Finn 45, Papa, Squawk 6431.
6431, thank you.
United
Okay,
59,
we're
Seattle's offline,
straightening up
surveillance
for the
terminated, switched on,
ILS
recovered
into
today.
runway 9. We overflew it, so we're coming back. We're watching the CDI needle.
Cam 121's got to step out again for a couple.
Okay, Cam 121, I just sent you over to, I sent your tag to Edmonton, so you can give them
Okay.
a call 135.02
Let's
when
take
you're back.
off the autopilot,
135.021 back, thanks.
or the altitude hold, I should say. And let's turn the autopilot to the ILS frequency.
Clear 963, Kelowna winds calm, altimeter 2946, cleared to land, runway 16.
Clear land 16, flyer 960.
Okay,
November
we're
624 Delta Whiskey Victoria winds 200 at 9 now. Altimeter 2959, cleared to land, runway 09.
2009, clear to land, 624 Delta Whiskey.
And Delta Bravo Tango, the winds have just swapped to your runway 27 now. Information Delta's current. You can plan for you can fly a right base for runway 27.
Put the gear down.
Right base 27, planned across midfield
Flaps
for the
down.
right Delta Bravo Tango.
No, it should just be a right turn. From you don't need to cross.
Okay, we'll go direct right base 27, Delta Bravo Tango.
Roger. Delta Bravo Tango, the descent will be your discretion.
Delta Bravo Tango, thank you.
Okay, let's now get the airport chart up. We're a little high, but that's
Air
okay.
35 Squawk 0235.
I'll show you on the map. So there we are. Coming into runway 9. And we're going to want to exit at Sierra, because we'll be parking here at the
Air Canada
Victoria
35
Flying
runway
Club.
26 left, the altimeter 2960, taxi Echo Delta Delta 7, hold short 26 left.
Altimeter 2960, taxi via Echo Delta Delta 9, 26 left, Air Canada 25.
Speed is a little too high. 120, that's miles per hour, of course. In the Comanche, it's miles per hour, not knots. We're holding the CDI very well, and we're just a little bit low right now, almost right on the glide slope.
Finnair 45 Papa request pigeon starts.
Fin 45 pop-up push starts your discretion call for taxi.
Pigeon start approved and we'll call you for...
Everything's
ready
looking
for
good.
taxi.
Delta Bravo Tango, make a left-hand 360 at your present position, then you can proceed for
Okay,
the
we're right on the glide slope now.
Left hand 360, then to proceed. Right base.
Fuel
27
pump is
Bravo
coming
Tango.
on. I'll put the pitot heat on. We are good on the fuel, half a tank.
Alaska 3425, Vancouver Center, good day. Cleared to Los Angeles via the Princeton 5 departure. Flight plan route, departure runway 16, squawk 5521.
We're about 3 miles to touchdown, about 1.5 minutes.
5521.
5521 Alaska 3425.
Alaska 3425, read back correct. Push starts your discretion, call for taxi.
Call for taxi, Alaska 3425.
We are on glide slope. Just a touch high, but I prefer to be a touch high than low.
Air Canada 201, say your Mach number.
Current is Mach 0.81. Air Canada 201.
So we're gonna
Air
have
Canada
a
201, roger, maintain Mach decimal 77.
Hotel reduced to Mach 77. Air Canada 201.
good thing the winds are calm. Okay, we're right on the glide slope. We've got 2 whites, 2 reds, and we're on the glide slope here. Okay, we need to reduce power. I'm going to take the autopilot off now. Speed is a little high. We'll land long. Right down the center line. I'm purposely high because I want to land long.
Center Flight 963 on Delta.
Clear 963, roger, stay. Clear 963, taxi to the apron via Delta Echo.
Okay, by
Okay.
Delta Echo, clear 963, thanks.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, welcome to Victoria. Exit right on Sierra, taxi to the club. Or actually, Whiskey Echo Sierra now.
Yeah, it looks like I just missed Sierra.
Not a problem, yeah, Whiskey Echo Sierra to the club, and thanks for flying. Delta Bravo Tango, you're number 1 for the runway. The wind's 200 at 9, cleared to land, runway 27.
Clear to land 27, Delta Bravo Tango, thank you.
Finnair 45 Papa ready for taxi.
Okay, clean up the airplane.
26 left the altimeter 2960 taxi.
Fuel pump can
Juliet.
come off, pitot heat can
Hotel
come
Delta,
off.
Delta 7, hold short 26 left.
Landing lights are off, strobe lights are off, taxi lights are
Taxi
still on.
Juliet Hotel, Delta 7, runway 26 left, and altimeter is 2960, Fin 45 Papa.
Okay, yeah, that's the exit that I missed because I landed too long. But that's okay. And we'll park down here at the Victoria Flying Club. It's gonna park over here on the grass. Oh, there's a little parking spot right here I can park on. Perfect. Okay, let's just shut down the aircraft.
And Euro Atlantic 113, say your Mach number.
Yeah,
Euro
about
Atlantic 113, Roger.
10%
Mach
power.
decimal 79 or greater.
Props coming back. And lean the mixture to starve the engine of fuel. And then throttle back. Magnetos off. Nav lights off. Taxi lights off. Beacon light off. Avionics off. And battery powered down. And we'll just open the door. And we'll just head out. Let's take a walk over here to the hangar. We'll speed things up a little. And there we are. And I'd say that's a wrap. Thanks for flying on Simir Flyer. I'm Dane Simir. We'll catch you on the next flight. Hope you enjoyed it.